Hello YouTube, Fuzzfinger here and welcome back once again to Final Fantasy VII on the Nintendo Switch. This is a great game and a great opportunity to play it once more since it has been released, of course, on the Switch and the Xbox One. Well, I was going to say this month, but actually last month now, since we are 1st of April, April Fools, but I will be careful not to say anything that isn't true in this particular episode. So we did leave off having met up with Aeris properly, the flower girl of course, and we took her home. And now we've snuck out of her house so that we can continue on to try and find our friends who were split off with in a previous episode. And hopefully everything will go alright, but we'll see what happens, shall we? And once again, not totally sure if I'm going to be playing this game all the way through, but right now you guys seem interested in watching, so I'm happy to continue on for the time being. And as I do continue on, I will be making sure that we collect everything so that you guys don't miss anything if you are following and playing along with me. Right then, so what I've just done now is gone ahead and left the area with Aeris' house. It's quite a nice house actually, seeing as how this is the slum. She's got a beautiful garden. Seems that even the residents here, there doesn't seem to be much criminal activity going on because everything's in good nick where she lives anyway. So we're going to head out to the bottom left of the screen here and keep heading left. And what's this? Looks like somebody's beat us to it and we thought she was asleep. I couldn't ask you to go. I knew it would be dangerous. Yes, are you done? You have to go through the slum in Sector 6 to get to Tifa's 7th heaven. I'll take you there. Come on. Well, looks like we're off again on another wild adventure. So we're going through this next area here. But before we do, this is Sector 6 or the Sector 6 ruins. Not in particularly great state. I'm just going to double check our materia. So if we head over to Cloud, you'll notice I've given him the cover materia. A couple of reasons for this. First of all, it just helps protect Aeris in battle, who's obviously substantially weaker, especially because she's lower level. But also her defensive stats are not as high as Cloud's. And on top of that, it also helps to build his limit breaks up faster so that he can hopefully go ahead and learn his next limit break sooner rather than later. And then with Aeris, you can just go ahead and give her one of the damaging materials, in my opinion, is probably going to be best. So ice, for example. You'll also notice that nobody has the cure or the restore material right now. That's just basically because we don't have any spare slots to give it to, and being able to do damage, in my view, is just a little bit more helpful at this point. A little bit of a maze in this place, but there's no items to grab, so just run around, take your time. You can even do a little bit of grinding if you want to. There are plenty of enemies in this place to discover, including, I think it's like 4 enemies that spawn at once. They're not particularly hard to kill, but you do get a nice amount of experience. So if you want to just get Aeris leveled up a level or 2, then could be an opportunity to do so right about now. And that's exactly what I just did. So I've managed to get both Cloud and Aeris just a little bit higher than they were in terms of levels. Not a whole lot. You don't need to do a whole lot. But just helps out a little bit, break up the grind for later on. And once you're ready, head over to the north part of the screen, and once you enter the next area, a little scene's going to play out. Well, thanks Aeris, I guess this is goodbye. You're going to be alright going home? Well, she should be, we've just levelled her up now. Oh, whatever will I do? Isn't that what you want me to say? So we can go on to take her home, or we can lose points with her if we want to change the dating system later for the trophy that we can't get on Switch anyway, but I'll go ahead and select go on to Sector 7. I could do that, but won't I be in your way? I kind of think the reason why you lose points by selecting that option is because even though it's what Aeris has to do, she sort of wants you to look after her, but without actually admitting that kind of thing. Can we take a break? Indeed we can. Wow, that slide, pretty vicious, isn't it? It's like a vertical drop. Needs to be ready to catch the kids on the bottom of that one. Ah, can't believe it's still here. Hey, I've just realised that's some sort of Moogle, is it? Some kind of fat Moogle that the playground's built into. Is that a Moogle? It's a really oddly shaped one if it is. But it's something. It's something Final Fantasy-ish. That's for sure. What rank were you? Rank? You know, in soldier. Ooh, oh, I was first class. Just the same as him. It's like Cloud had to remember there, wasn't it? Something strange going on with him, isn't there? I think we've kind of figured that out. Of course, I know exactly what's going on with Cloud. But since I know for a fact that there are people that haven't played the game before and are playing it for the first time, try not to spoil too much. A little bit more backstory here for Aeris. Look at this, our first chocobo sighting in Final Fantasy VII. You know it's never going to take long for the chocobos to show up when you're playing a Final Fantasy game. Tifa! What is going on? That girl in the cart was Tifa. Where is she going? She looked kind of odd. Wait. Yeah, no. Looks like we're off. Okay, so no items to collect in this particular area. We're just going to head straight over to the right hand side of the screen. And then up north. And here we are in our next town. That dude that was walking down from the north to the south of the screen there looks remarkably like the guy that stole our gil on the train. I think we should go and beat him up and find out what he's playing at. Okay, so welcome to Wall Market. An interesting place, for sure. It's the town of the slums. So what we're going to do now is just go ahead and save our game, since we've done that little bit of grinding. I guess we'll start making backup saves as well, starting from the bottom. In fact, let's go to save 2, and then I can make loads of backup saves, relatively in order then, going from the bottom up here to the top, and then back onto save 1 again, if that makes sense. Okay, so what we're going to do to start with then is head over and speak to this guy here. See what he's got to say for himself. Nothing at the moment. So we will speak to him again later. He will certainly have something interesting to tell us. And this is where things start to get a little bit weird. You can pretty much probably kind of tell what sort of town Wall Market actually is. And we're going to speak to this guy here. The Honeybee Inn is a private club. Only members can go in. Shoo, shoo. Well, he doesn't seem to be particularly helpful. Let's chat to some of these other NPCs. Welcome! Even unpopular dweebs like you may meet their destiny here. You looking for a girl too? And the options are, you know a girl named Tifa, and this place doesn't interest me. So without any further ado, we're going to go straight ahead and select the first option. Hey, you're pretty fast. Tifa's our newest girl, but unfortunately she's having an interview right now. What in the world would Tifa be doing at a place like this? Here at the Honeybee Inn, it's customary for all the new girls to be taken to Don Corneo's mansion. Don Corneo's a famous dilettante. Now he wants to settle down and is in the market for a bride. Right. Sounds like an interesting dude. And now we need to speak to this guy. Well, we don't need to, but we can do. I get so mental at times like this. I'm hopeless. Hey, aren't you... What? You mean you're... 2? Very cryptic. Yeah, let's go ahead and select the top option. You're Tifa's childhood friend, and you brought a new girlfriend to a place like this. What kind of guy are you? I'm sure Cloud's asking himself that same question right about now, to tell you the truth. But, there we have it. Right, we're going to go ahead here and start making our way north. The first thing I want us to do, which isn't part of the story, is head over here into this building. No, I'm in the wrong building. Wow. That's the kind of job I wish I could have. just lie down and go to sleep and tell the customers to go away sort of thing. Anyway. This is the shop I'm after. The weapon shop. We're going to speak to this guy. And the reason why we've come here is we're just going to use some of our hard-earned gil and purchase a couple of things. A couple of useful things, such as the mithril armlet. And I'm going to recommend getting 3, because even though we've only got 2 party members right now, obviously that's not going to be the case going forward permanently. They're actually better than the Titan armlets or the Titan bangles because they're linked. So you can link them with other materia, or link materials with other materials in these, such as the all, restore, whatever it is that you're going to want to stick together. Mithril rod is a decent upgrade for Aeris, so I'd recommend plonking one of those into your inventory. And also the metal knuckle as well for Tifa. Now the assault gun, we're actually already using on Barrett. We found one earlier on. One thing I should mention as well is you should be fine, especially if you've just done a little bit of grinding in the last area, but don't go below 280 gil, I believe it is. Okay, say 300, but I'm pretty sure it's 280. So if you do go below that, then just make sure you head back out to the previous area and engage in some battles. You're going to need at least 300 gil as we go forward in a few moments' time. Right, so let's just briefly go ahead and sort out their equipment. So we'll give Cloud a mithril armlet, and we'll give Aeris a mithril armlet, and also the mithril rod that we've just put. She really wants that guard stick, doesn't she? I'm sorry, but you need the mithril rod, Aeris. And we can also put some more magics on her as well. Maybe the cure magic. Now, you'll notice that they're linked, but because both of these are green magics, Ice and Restore, they don't have any synergy with one another. So this link is not going to do anything for us. We need to put a blue magic in, a blue material rather, in one of these slots in order to get the linkage effect. So, yeah, I'm just going to equip them anyway, but there we have it. We can also speak to this guy, although he's not really going to be important until much later on. Okay, right, so let's head out of here. So we've already found out that we need to go to Don Corneo for a lead for Tifa. But right now there's not going to be a whole lot we can do. So we're going to head in and speak to this guy here. This is the mansion of Don Corneo, the most powerful man in Wall Market. Look, the Don's not into men, so don't let me catch you around here again. Hey, you got a cute one with you. Yep, this looks like the Don's mansion. I'll go take a look. I'll tell Tifa about you. Yeah, a bit stupid of Aeris just to go waltzing off into that place. Why? Do you know what kind of place this is? Well, what am I supposed to do? You want to go in with me? Well, being a man, that'll be pretty hard. Besides, if I bust in there, it'll cause too much commotion. But I just can't let you go in alone. Oh, man. Looks like Aeris is chuckling about something, doesn't it? Well, first we need to find out if Tifa's alright. What's so funny, Aeris? Cloud, why don't you dress up like a girl? It's the only way. What? Just wait, I've got a cute friend I want to bring. Aeris, I can't. You are worried about Tifa, aren't you? Then come on, hurry. Wow, the things that Cloud will do to help his friends. I'll tell you what, we're entering that part of the Final Fantasy weirdness now, which... I'll tell you what, I'm still wondering how it's going to be presented in the upcoming remake for this game in full glorious HD, in PS5 graphics, and, you know, fully acted voices and everything else. But Square have confirmed that all these series that we're about to engage in will actually be part of the remake. So, be interesting to see how all that works out for them. Okay then, so in order to actually gain access to the mansion, as far as the story is concerned, we're going to need to get a dress and a wig. And as long as we get those 2 items, then we can actually proceed. But I actually recommend going a little bit further than that so that we can get the best result for the quest. We can actually do more than what the story actually requires. So that said, first thing we're going to do is head this way, I think. Yes, no, going to the right place. I'm going to speak to this person here. No, we're not. I'm in the wrong place. So we will be coming and staying at the inn a little bit later on. We actually want to start by heading into this building. Okay, that's more like it. And we'll speak to the person behind the counter. Excuse me, I'd like to get a dress. Might take a little time. Will that be alright? Oh, what's the problem? Well, my father, the owner, has been in a slump lately. And you see, he makes all the dresses. And where is your father? He's probably plastered at the bar. At least they're honest with their customers here, aren't they? So you're saying we can't get a dress unless we do something about your father? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. He's caused so much trouble. What was that strange reaction then? Wait, you helped me bring him back? Well, if we don't do something, we don't get a dress, right? Really? Oh, please help my crazy old dad. I just don't know what to do anymore. Alright, we'll do something. Let's go, Cloud. Okay, so it looks like we've got our first part of the quest underway here. We're going to head over to the northern part of the screen at this point. And enter into this building here, which happens to be the bar. And as you can see, there's a few people scattered all over the place here. We're going to go ahead and talk to the chap that's just sitting down. Excuse us, are you the father of the girl at the clothing store? I own the clothes shop, but I ain't your father. I didn't say that. Make me some clothes. Cloud is very demanding, isn't he? I don't make men's clothes. I don't feel like making anything right now. Cloud, you wait over there for a second. I'll try and talk to him. Why don't you go over there and have something to drink? You know, mister, he always said that just once he'd like to dress up like a girl. So that's why I wanted a cute dress for him. What? A tough-looking guy like that? Oh, trust me, it takes all sorts. So how about it? Will you make him one? Might be interesting. I was getting a little bored just making regular clothes. Then you'll do it for us? Yeah, alright. What kind of dress would you like? Okay, so we actually get to choose something here. And this is going to determine whether or not we get the best result. And the options you're going to want to choose are, first of all, that feels soft. And then for the second option, something that shimmers. Got it. You know, I got a friend that has the same taste as him. I'll go talk to him. Okay. Well, that looks like it'll be it. Next up, we're going to head back out of here and make our way over to the gym, which is just in this room here. Before we do that, actually, we're going to head back down to the clothes shop, and we'll be going to that gym momentarily and just seeing if the dress is ready. Oh, you're here. It's ready. Go try it on. Yes, we need to do this before going ahead and sorting out the next item. And yep, we need to go and try it on right now, apparently. Poor Cloud. I don't think he's happy really about the situation, is he? But hey, needs to go ahead and save Tifa. Though, perhaps it might just be more appropriate to grab that Buster Sword of his and go and unleash his wrath amongst the mansion. Perhaps put it out of business for good. Well, is that it? But what do I know? Aeris just sticks her face in while Cloud is trying to get ready there. A wig, that's what you need. Yeah, I thought you might, so I talked to my friend about getting one. You know the gym? Look at that, I was preempting the story. You'll find a lot of people there like you. Go and talk to them. That doesn't sound like a gym I'd be particularly wanting to visit in a hurry. Like you? Aeris, what did you tell him? Does it matter? Anyhow, we got a pretty dress. Indeed, so off to that next building we go. Okay, so we have to do a little bit of a mini game in here in order to go ahead and get the decent wig that we're going to want. And I've never done it obviously on a Switch controller before, so we'll see how it's going to work out here. Okay, so we're going to be squatting to the death, apparently. Well, at least to the wig. Okay, so we're going to have to... Okay, we do get these switch controls on screen, which is helpful. Y to squat, B to get up, and A to go back. So we're going to have to repeat that sequence, Y, B, A. And we're going to have to do it pretty good in order to get the best wig, which is what we're going to need. So make sure you save before you do this. If you fail, you can reload and try again. You will get a wig even if you don't beat Big Bro. But as I say, in order to do the quest in the best possible way, we need to go ahead and get the best possible wig. So Y, B, A in that order. Yeah, let's just go ahead and have a little bit of practice. So basically, don't press the next button until you've completed the first manoeuvre, or the previous manoeuvre. Oh, looks like it's pretty simple to tell you the truth. Once you get into a nice routine. Incidentally, if you mess up, you scratch your head like that. See? And that's going to reduce the number of squats that you can do successfully. And whoever does the most number of squats, obviously, is going to be the winner. So we had 17. Okay, I do rubbish now that I'm actually under pressure, of course. And he will scratch his head a few times, so as long as you do it perfectly, you should be able to beat him without too much trouble. I think it is random how well he does, but I'm pretty sure he always messes up. I've never seen him, from what I remember, not messing up. Okay, so trashed him. Absolutely thrashed his guts there. 5 extra squats. There we have it, the blonde wig. Right, so we've got 2 good items now, the silk dress and the blonde wig, which is pretty much what we need. So we could actually go ahead and head to the mansion now and complete the story, but there's a couple of other things that we can go ahead and do. The first one is going to be in the materia shop, so I'll just go ahead and save once more. Now we're going to head north from the save point into this building that we popped into earlier, but it turned out to be the wrong one. And we're going to speak to this lazy dude that's lying at the counter. He wants to have a man-to-man chat with us, apparently. So we're going to go ahead and tell him that we will. To which he appreciates our response. Yes, this is a man-to-man, sorry, Aeris. Now, here's the thing. Do you know that vending machine in the inn? I'm itching to know what they're selling in it, but I can't just go and ask a girl to go and get it. Why don't I buy it myself? Well, to tell you the truth, I got into a fight with the guy at that inn. Can't go anywhere near it. Come on, how about it? Okay, we'll tell him that yes, we'll go. Good, thanks. Be waiting here when you're done. Right, so it looks like we've got the next item on the agenda. We're going to have to make our way over to the inn. And that's right down the bottom here. And we need to find out what's in the vending machine, but we can't just visit it for some strange reason. I'm not sure why not. So we're going to have to actually spend some money to stay the night. And this is why I told you need to go ahead, make sure you got a little bit of money. So we had to spend 10 gil to stay the night, and now we're going to want to go ahead and spend 200 gil for the item. You can also purchase some of the cheaper items, but that won't give you the best item as part of the quest that we're doing. Right, so now all we need to do is head back to the materia shop. Do you normally harass customers as they've just come out from spending the night? Go past spiky hair dude there. And for our trouble, we get the diamond tiara. So if you chose one of the cheaper items, you'll still get a tiara, but you'll either get the ruby one or the glass one, which won't give you the best result later on. Right then, so next up, we're going to enter into the diner, which is this small tent here, which all of a sudden looks a lot bigger once we've entered inside. And look at that, there happens to be a nice open seat for us. I guess Aeris is just waiting somewhere else for the time being. And we've got 3 options that we can go ahead and choose at this point. And it doesn't really matter actually. Let's go for the special. It really doesn't matter though what we choose. But what does matter is that we've got 70 gil. Which we do, of course. What we need to do, however, when we do get the options here, is choose it was alright. Anything else, we won't get an item coupon for the pharmacy, which is exactly what we need. Okay, so now we've got the pharmacy coupon. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay, I think it's this item here. Yep, this is the one. And now we just approach this machine with our item coupon. And look at that, nothing happened. Well, apart from the fact that we almost got absolutely shot. Okay, this is the wrong place. My mistake. It has been a while since I played this game and I am going for memory, but we are getting there. Must be this one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, we're going to select the digestive. And we are going to be needing that key item in a moment's time. So what we're going to do now is head back to the bar area. Was that this place? Nope, that's the dress shop. So many different buildings that we're running in and out of here, isn't there, in Wall Market? It gets very confusing. This is the place. Okay, so we've got our digestive. Now we're going to go ahead and speak to this person here, who kind of looks like they're in need of a particular digestive, so... They're stuck waiting for the toilet. This is the only toilet in Wall Market. So we're going to go ahead and speak to the person that's holed up inside. Oh, that woman does not look particularly well. Let's give her the digestive. Okay, and for that we get the sexy cologne. If we'd have chosen the deodorant, we'll get a flower cologne. Or if the key item we previously chose was the disinfectant, we'll just get cologne. Okay, with nothing in front of it. So we've got a lot of the optional stuff that will help us get the best results from the quest that we're doing, but we're not quite done yet. There's still one more thing that we need to achieve. And for this, we need to go to that place that I'm guessing Cloud, well, maybe Cloud does, but perhaps Aeris doesn't particularly want to visit. So we need to first of all speak to this guy to get his members card. This will give us access to the honeybee inn. And if we can just try and find a way of squeezing past the NPCs, then we can speak to the bouncer here. What is that guy doing? Oh, this game, man. It's so weird, isn't it? It really is. I don't know why she just came and ran up to us and said poo. I guess she was stressed that we came in or something. Right. Yeah, I can't imagine that weirdness is really going to surprise this particular staff member. Surely not. Surely not. Okay, so what we can do here is have a little look around some of these rooms here. This is the Queen's room, and we can take a peek. And once again, a lot of strange stuff going on. We can kind of move our eyesight a little bit. Weird. People actually pay for this stuff. I did not know the president was married in this game. Well, there you go, you see, the honeybee inn is actually the place of all things expository. Yeah, I dread to think what that sound effect is. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we can take a sneak peek at some of the other rooms as well. But we're actually going to head into the group room. You can also go into, I think it's called, well, it's got a strange name to it actually. It's like a censored name, but you won't get the best item that you want to get, or the best result that you're trying to get here. So just confirm this is the room that you want to enter into. And inside we go. Oh, this looks cozy, doesn't it? Right, so as you can imagine now, it's not hard to understand why this is called the group room. We do need to stay here a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, notice how my commentary just goes silent at this point. I mean, what else can I really add to this situation? I think this is the longest countdown Cloud's probably ever had to go through in his life. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong on so many levels. Well, we got the bikini briefs, which is exactly what we came here for. I've got to be honest, I'm not a bikini expert, but wouldn't they be hidden under the dress? Anyway, we need that one. Right, and now there is actually one more thing that we would need to do before we actually go ahead and leave this place. But I think, yeah, if we head in here and speak to one of these, I'm pretty sure yeah, have them make us up, okay? I'm not sure if we actually have to do this, but this girl here will put makeup on us. And I'm pretty sure that that's probably something we do need to do. Okay, that's all it is. Just speak to that end girl there. And then we can go ahead and leave this particular area. And we've done everything we need now to go ahead and get changed. And then move back over to the mansion to complete this particular quest at last. But I'm going to go ahead and finish off the episode here. I think I need to go and cleanse my mind of everything we've just had to go through there. And try and psych myself up for what comes next. So thanks for stopping by today, folks. I hope the episode's been somewhat enjoyable to you. And do come back next time and we'll continue on with where we're leaving off right here. Alright folks, have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. Take care.